Hey guys, welcome back to Cast Dice YouTube. Now, it has been quite a while since we've done a video. It was the end of the school year. It's been kind of hot, and then with everything else going on in Australia at the moment, it just didn't seem like the right time. But we are back today with two longtime friends of the show. We have, of course, Dave Monroe, who you saw in the last 7TV cast, and you've heard on the podcast a million times. Dave, how you doing?
Life is good.
Nice.
Life is good.
And we have Rob Deacon, who's on for the Chinese episode, and we talked 3D printing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
That's right.
Fun.
That's right. Now, Rob is going to be joining us today as sort of our fact checker.
Comedy relief.
No. What do we call
I'm a studio audience.
Studio audience and occasional laugh track. So, because of course today we are going to be playing 7TV. Now, we are kind of going to be playing 7TV Pulp. We'll be using a lot of the cards from 7TV Pulp. That said, Dave's cast is going to come from the sci-fi box, and mine's going to come from the Apocalypse box. So all up, we are going to have a lot of mix of 7TV. But we were told it all comes together, so we'll see how it goes.
I don't think it'll matter very much.
It'll be a good test, all three.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sure you could carefully select special rules that would really mess something up.
Yeah.
But
it's a fun game. We're just having a fun game, so
exactly.
Whatever.
We're going for story.
Well, that's kind of the point of 7TV, isn't it? It's that whole narrative-driven gaming. It's not... 7TV is sort of... They have events in the UK. I see it all the time. But it's not a tournament game. I get the feeling that if you really tried, you might be able to break something. That said, I haven't broken anything yet.
I don't think you'd have to try very hard, given the different plot points and gadgets and all the different cards and things that come out. You could have sort of any sort of weird combination.
That's true, but I find that a lot of the things balance. So I know that my cast, and we'll talk about it in a minute, have really strong guns, but there are negative rules associated with the models that balance it out. So I think there's pros and cons. Those some give and then some take away.
And the countdown cards, you have no idea which way they're going to go.
That's true. And if you feel like you are maybe the mission isn't going your way, or the timer's ticking, so to speak. But it's in your favor, you can help burn some of those countdown cards out by taking extra cards. And while that gives your opponent and you, I guess, bonus plot points, it ends the game faster.
Yep.
And it could completely flip the narrative.
Yeah, absolutely.
Completely. Yeah.
Totally. Now, today we are going to be, this will be the first time we play 7TV, where it's actually based on TV. A long time ago, I was very excited when Crooked Dice did its 7TV Apocalypse Kickstarter. And they did, as one of the things that you could get from that Kickstarter, they did The Visitors from one of my favorite television shows from when I was a kid, V. And today we are going to be recreating a battle from V, The Final Battle, where we're going to have the Visitors led by Diana going against a plucky group of freedom fighters.
I remember V being pretty scary. How well does it hold up?
So the special effects aren't very special, but I think I want to do a whole episode about Cast Dice about V at some point. But V had a epic amount of money dumped in it at the time. It was one of the first great miniseries on U.S. television, and so but it had an unbelievable cast. The acting in it, other than the main character's son, Mike Donovan's son, who has weird soulless eyes and is leaden like Hayden Christensen from the original prequels. Terrible stuff. That said, a lot of the things that were iconic in this series became staples in later science fiction. For example, when the Visitors' flying saucers, the giant ships, come down and hover over a city, it's very reminiscent, of course, of Independence Day. And it's terrifying. And it was, it's very on your nose as far as being an analogy about fascism and fascists taking over a modern culture. Not that that's at all scary at today's day and age. However, it's a great series, and it's going to be fantastic to play that out on the tabletop. And I'm just looking forward to it. I finally got the models out and painted, and so today we're going to play. Yeah, I don't think the lighting in this room shows. I'll have to take pictures and put them on the Cast Dice Facebook page, but thank you.
But you got to balance that. Like when you're painting, and you've got the lights on there, and you're doing everything, and then you're looking at them from meters away to play with them, or feet away.
I haven't quite figured out how to focus these cameras the way that I do the click cameras. But guys, shall we get stuck in?
Absolutely, let's do it.
All right.
We'll be right.
And so this is my cast for today's game. I'm going to run the visitors from the television series V. Please excuse the bad lighting. It kind of makes all the detail wash out, but there's a lot of highlights in there that don't show. Now, what I did was I took, there is a unit card for the alien leaders. I think they're called Alien Trooper, Shock Trooper, and War Leader. Out of the 7TV Apocalypse set, and that's what I'm using today. So I have a leader who is John from the original television series, the guy who had his face pulled off on network television in the series, with 4 basic alien troopers. They're just plebs with laser pistols, and they're backed up by 2 stormtroopers, or shock troopers I should say, who have the body armor and the laser rifles. Now, one of the more despicable characters from the original miniseries is, of course, the alien youth, or the visitor youth liaison / youth leader who gets the human girl, teenage girl, pregnant, and he is just an overall scumbag. And so, in order to represent him, I'm using the Ruthless Lieutenant card, and then I have just a plain old Brain, who's called Brain, but it's a technician. You often see technicians walking around in that show. And I did paint I'm in the midst of painting a spy who has the visitor's face pulled off, so it's a lizard face but human otherwise. Guy in a suit with just a generic pistol who I was gonna use the femme fatale for. I thought the rules matched pretty well. Unfortunately, I only got him half finished, and so I'm using this old bikini girl instead. I thought if I'm going to be using something that isn't what I wanted, I might as well be something that matches the card picture better. So there you go. And of course, Diana is the classic bad guy from V, the original strong woman in sci-fi villain. And so I'm using the natural leader card for her, and so she will hopefully be able to, during the course of this game, get one of Dave's characters to defect and come to the visitors.
Okay, we have the Earth resistance, the human resistance to the alien invaders today.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone with a crew from, or cast from the sci-fi set, because it just seemed to match, although it could have come from everywhere. We have Action Jackson, an action hero. He shoots, he runs, he's hard to kill.
Mm-hmm.
We have Dependable Deputy, and she's hangs around, she kind of does a bit of everything. Have the Avenging Angel by None with a Gun.
Mm-hmm.
So happy to have her on the board for the first time. And she is just kind of goes crazy in close combat, really. That's her thing. And then we have a squad of soldiers, which is a unit similar to what the aliens have as well, where there's a corporal, a bunch of grunts, and a marksman, which I'm looking forward to because I know Brad hates them.
I hate them because your stupid marksman takes all of my models off the board every single time with the pew-pew sounds.
Yeah, so
Good.
we'll have to see how that goes. And the one thing that what I did take advantage of here when I was building this crew is that while all of these models come from the military set, I think one of them, the Avenging Angel, comes from civilian. You're allowed one co-star or star to come from a different genre.
That's right.
So the Avenging Angel comes from a different one, the rest are military. So that's the guys. We'll see how they go.
Now, when you're saying that, I just realized that I may have cheated a little bit, and I think some of my cards come from different sets, but as we're playing a friendly game, I don't think it matters too much.
You've been solidly on the theme, so I don't think it matters.
Exactly.
And what's the total of your
40.
40, yeah.
Yeah, 40 cast points. And it should be said, and it is important to point this out, that though I have very powerful guns, and I think that we should probably talk about sort of unit strength at this point, though the visitors have very powerful weapons, they also have a rule that might come in into play, which is called Questionable Ally, and an opponent can pay up to 2 plot points during their turn to take 1 action with this model. So that means that Dave can pay 2 points during his turn to activate one of my models and have it do 1 thing.
That's going to be hard to keep track of.
Yeah, I just hopefully no one forgets.
And who knows what gadgets turn up.
Oh, don't get me started on the gadget cards. All right, guys, I think it's time to get playing, so we will see you after the action. And it's game time. Now, I have, as I said before, I've got a visitor cast, and what I've done is I've spread my forces across this side of the board. I have the VIP, who's a very important person wearing a suit. I'm using a Yakuza model, which is probably not the most important thing for this cast, but I don't have a gentleman in a suit. So my VIP is here. And just in the narrative of the V television series, I have a human collaborator who the visitors are going to try and protect. And the resistance fighters are going to try and assassinate. Now, I have, as I said, my very important person, and he's accompanied by John, and there are 3 basic visitors, in this case, alien troopers. I have the youth leader from the visitor militia, who is my ruthless lieutenant, with a couple of 1 trooper and 1 stormtrooper. Diana, the leader of my cast overall, is over here, with the technician who can remove, if she gets into trouble, can help remove some of the effects, and another stormtrooper to back it up. And my femme fatale in a bikini is hiding out in the truck to try and get one of the objectives. Now, in the grand form of the V television series, of course, Dave has his nun, and she is deployed forward as well. Both of these models have the spy ability, which is why they are forward deployed outside of our deployment zone. Now, as you can see, we have a bunch of objectives. They're the 7 TV markers. We have decided in this game not to use the MacGuffin, only because in every other game we've played, we've used the MacGuffin, but the mission that we're playing, the Assassinate the VIP, one of the alternate rules is getting rid of the very important person means that Dave gets 2 victory points, which is worth 2 of these objectives, and I get 1. I get 2 if he survives. So I'm trying to protect the human collaborator and defeat the old resistance, and Dave's trying to capture as many objectives and assassinate. So that is how it works. So we're both going to be grabbing as many objectives, and then we're going to be playing an offensive versus defensive game. Dave, what do you have in your force, and where are they?
Okay, I've got an action hero, Action Jackson, lurking between the buildings with a dependable deputy hanging out. So those 2 will always activate together, basically. I don't know. My Avenging Angel, Nun, and a squad of army soldiers.
Very nice.
Armed with rifles.
Cool. Well, I'm a little nervous.
Oh, and there's a marksman.
I was going to say, you did have a sniper somewhere. So the marksman's next to the dumpster. All right. Now, given the success that you had with marksman in the past, I'm hoping that the dumpster is representative of how he'll be shooting today. Now, in 7 TV, of course, you need to roll to see who goes first in each turn, and then that rotates from turn to turn.
Just at the start, yeah.
Yeah, just at the start. Yeah. But for the very first turn, we'll need to roll a d6 each and then add it to the mind characteristic of our leader. Now, my leader has a mind of 3. I may have picked the wrong profile for Diana.
Mine's a 3 as well.
So, yeah, even roll. So, Dave got the 6.
6.
I got the 1. So, Dave, she's all yours. You go first.
All right. Plot points. 2 for the hero. 1 each for the co-stars is 2 co-stars is up to 4. And then there's 6 other dudes, 7 other dudes. So it'd be 4 more points.
Correct.
So 8.
Yep. And while you're doing that, I'm going to put a little Captain America Shield MacGuffin because we are playing. I guess it's not technically pulp, but it is close enough. So I'm going to put this on your side of the board, Dave, so we keep track from turn to turn who's got the initiative.
Okay, that's a good idea. All right, so flip the first action card.
Yes. What do you got?
Dramatic monologue. Select an opposing star or co-star. Place blast 5-inch template. I can't read that now.
There you go. Select an opposing star or co-star. Place a blast template centered on that star or co-star, and all models covered are knocked down. So you are a jerk, sir. So my co-stars, I have the Ruthless Lieutenant. I've got my spy.
It's sainted, isn't it?
He's actually not a leader. He is an extra.
Okay.
He's a war leader, so it's Diana.
We'll drop it on Diana then. So that's her.
Boom. 1, 2, 3. So what does being knocked down mean, Dave?
Means you've got to waste a point standing up again.
That's right.
And you can't defend yourself if you happen to be really close.
That's right. Yeah. All right. You are up, sir.
All right. Claim an objective, but there's no victory point for that because that was just the marksman.
Mm-hmm.
But at least it stops you from getting it.
That's right.
Okay. I'll pay a point
mm-hmm.
And activate the action hero.
Nice.
And his sidekick can activate with him as well.
Now, is this your leader?
This is my leader.
Oof.
And he just...
Your star.
Out on a limb by himself. In fact, he's just going to move twice to run up next to that tank.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of... What's the point to climb up on an objective? How hard is that?
Let's just say if you're touching the vehicle,
Sure.
you can probably grab it. So if you can get to the tank, you can get to it.
So that's 2 moves.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll go with 2 moves as well.
So you have the leader activity, the leader special rules. So you get
no,
to
the
move?
sidekick. The sidekick special rule. So she goes when he does.
And but that's her move.
Yes, correct. That was her activation. So they both ran forward.
Now, when do you claim that? Is it at the end of the turn?
Do you know, I don't know that.
All right, you do that, and I'm going to stand up.
I'll move someone else.
Yep.
All right. So the leaders run over there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll sort out whether to do that. Pay another point. Avenging Angel to activate. She's going to run over to here.
Sounds good.
And grab this one, hopefully. And you're hiding behind there, so there's not much good me doing anything one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
And then the marksman, I'm sure he'll have range. He'll activate and shoot at one of your dudes across the lane.
Mm-hmm.
And military training. So I can add +1 for every... So I'll add a +1 for his military training for the shot.
So Dave, really quick, before you do that.
Yep.
So you had 1 move to get to the objective marker.
I just chose his 1 action point.
Okay, but then as your second action, you can pick that up.
Sweet. So it is an action point.
It is an action point. Now,
Sweet.
is she a star or a co-star?
She is a co-star.
So you get 1. You get 2 plot point.
I get a plot point.
2 action.
Victory points.
Victory. So you get victory points aside. Just put those aside.
Yep.
You get 2 of those as well.
Sweet. Got 2 of those into the pool. Okay, so this guy's just activated, and his range will be lots. Yeah, 24 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Might be. Oh no, you just. Yep, we're all right.
That's not good.
Well, you should be wearing red. I just love pointing out, I've got one guy who is wearing some red shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't want red shirts. I want the red everything, buddy. So yeah, you got 2 plot points and 1 victory point so far.
Sweet. All right.
So who are you shooting? This
that lucky Phil there.
Leave my alien trooper alone.
So marksman is +9,
Mm-hmm.
and I've paid for an extra one, so I'm +10.
Ugh.
Okay. Do you want to do any add to your?
No, I'm just gonna do my thing. So I am defense 8.
Okay.
So you've rolled a 4. So I have to roll a 6. Is that right? Because you
correct.
are...
I'm 14. So yeah.
But even if I roll a 6, I'm 14. So I can't beat that.
You can't beat that.
So I take it.
Yeah. And so you Take a wound.
Take a wound.
Yep.
And he's down. And down.
He's only got one wound.
Yes, he does. Yeah. He's what we call the lowest of plebs.
So he's actually being expendable.
He
a
is.
good red shirt.
Yeah.
I was hoping that red shirt plus red pants is like a double negative.
Yeah, they go down faster.
Or
Yeah,
is
exactly.
it twice as bad, or do they cancel each other out?
Pretty much that.
All right. So the corporal is activating and using his military training to tell his squad to go with him. So that's 2 points.
Yes, sir.
Okay, they will advance. Probably not quite 2 moves out to the middle here.
This is feeling bad.
Just stick out there.
Viva la resistance.
Don't want to get in the way of my marksman. That's the corporal there. And that is the end of my turn.
So, Dave, you claimed an objective with the marksman there when I wasn't. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got 2.
Yeah. No, he can't. That's no points for me.
Right, but you...
because they're potentially victory points.
You got 2 victory points so far.
Sweet.
All right. For my first move... well, first of all, I have 2 plot points because I did not win that roll. I have 2 for my leader, for my star, 1 for each co-star, and I have 5 extras. Actually, I have 4 extras because you capped 1. So that's how many plot points I have. Now, I am going to expend 1 right off the bat to stand Diana back up, because an illustrious leader should not be laying down on the job. And I'm going to move her to be touching the objective.
Yep.
Sadly, though, that doesn't actually get me where I need to go. I'm also going to stand up my stormtrooper and move him. So far I've spent 2.
So Diana and the stormtrooper.
Yep. And I'm going to leave the lowly brainiac on the ground, because why would you want one?
So you're using plot points to do that, not
Correct.
activations.
So I'm using,
Well, you need a plot point
to
activate a model, and each model has 2 activations.
Yep. So now I'm going to spend 1 to move my ruthless lieutenant. I'm going to move him twice, and at the same time I'm going to use his ability to lead. So models move 6 inches, so to move twice is 12. I'm going to get over here. Oh, I just can't.
Oh, we had the same problem.
Yeah. Both of us have run up to it, but then you'll get it next turn.
Not if he's dead.
Oh, actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do something very dodgy, Dave. Being that I'm an alien with alien technology,
Explains a lot.
Yes, I'm going to use a teleporter ring.
Oh, you should flip the card.
Sorry, what? Oh, yeah, I should have flipped a card. Sorry, guys. Wardrobe malfunction. I get the
alien technology doesn't work.
Well, no, my extras gain the alien special effect until the end of my turn. Hashtag I am an alien already, so it doesn't matter. So teleporter ring. That means that I can spend 1 plot point. So I'm going to spend an additional
nice
1.
work, yeah.
And a model can teleport if it has not used any other actions this turn. Immediately move this model up to 12 in any direction. Models do not suffer free strikes when teleported. Once a model is teleported, its activation ends. That doesn't help me at all, does it?
No, you're in the same situation.
I'm in the exact same situation. So much for that.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't do that.
Yeah, take your point
Yeah.
back. Yep.
So I'm going to advance up. I'll move 6. And I'll move my stormtrooper up 6. And my stormtrooper is going to take a shot at these guys. So, in range, no problems. You guys are out in the open. I'm going to shoot you with a laser rifle. Now, laser rifle is +7, but it's deadly, Dave. So I get to roll 2 dice every time I shoot.
All right. So we've got defense coming in. I will spend 1 on to defend.
But you also get to see my roll first, don't you? I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I'll take that.
So I have 5 plus 7, 12.
12. Basic private, defensive 8. So I'd need a 5 or a 6. Yeah, I will spend that point.
Go for it. So you got to beat that. Nope.
4. Yeah, no good.
Boom. Right back at you. And then I'm going to spend 1 to activate John, my leader. He is going to activate his 2 friends because he can have the unit leader ability. So he can choose any number of models in his unit within 6 inch who have not activated this turn. All these models can activate. So I paid 1 to activate him and then 1 to activate his unit.
Yep.
So John's going to move up. And his buddies are going to move up as well. Now, we did say in order to take this objective, you have to get to the shuttle door, which is here. And the alien shuttle is there. I don't think I have anyone else in range. So that is going to end their activation. And I am...
Can you use his other point to grab the...
Oh, I can. Thank you. And I'll grab that. Now, because I am... I'm just an extra, I don't actually get any extra victory or plot points for that. So I'm going to end my turn with 5 plot points. And maybe I will spend 1 more to move this lowly alien soldier 12 to about there. So I'm going to undermove him to about there so he can support that. You're up.
All right. First thing, flip that card.
Yeah. It's a wrap. Place... Oh, I'm just going to read it. Place 3-inch template anywhere on the table. Will you stop it with the 3-inch templates? Models touched by this template cannot activate next turn. The controlling player immediately gains +1 plot point for each model affected. Jerk. And it's a 3-inch, so it's the small one.
Yeah,
The
it's a small one.
opposing player. That's what it
No. So I get it.
says. Right. Yeah. Your
Oh.
models get frozen, but you get.
I get a
extra
bonus.
Do I want
Which
to
is nice,
stop
you know.
her? No, this is going to be more useful tactically. Yeah, so those guys are giggling over whatever it was they've got out of the shuttle.
So that's... You knocked out 3 of them?
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
So you're going 3 plot points. And then
Ooh, that hurts.
okay. 2 for Action Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
1 each for the co-stars. And there's... well, there was half, so there's still 4 for those dudes.
Mm-hmm. Plus the marksman, so doesn't that... Do you only get...
I was counting them because it's 1, 2...
Oh, 3. Sorry, I see it now.
1, 2... Oh, there's
3.
only 3 more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you
Sort
killed
of.
1. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right, my man. Come at me.
I'm being all careful with these points and they're on top of this building no one can see.
That's right.
All right.
So what you going to do, Dave?
All right. These 2... The Avenging Angel is going to do her thing. Spend that point. Activate.
I forgot to move my spy.
Do you want to go back and do that?
No, that's right. That's my fault. I need to remember these things.
So that's... We're going to punch on with whatever.
And it's not the first turn, is it? So I say you can't attack me, but you can.
I can.
Because I have... it's the second round. Oh, that's really disappointing. Mm-hmm.
That's all right. That's right.
That's all right. I had the plot points too. Yeah, I'm about to lose one of my co-stars. Go ahead, Dave.
All right. I've got martial arts. Don't know what that does, but it sounds pretty fancy.
Mm-hmm. So roll it.
Okay. That's a fight of 4, but I think it imposes some sort of...
So it'll be on the effects on the side.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Judo. Instead of causing -1 health on a successful martial arts strike, you can choose to inflict a stun status or a knockdown.
Ooh.
Okay, so I can choose whether to injure you or knock you down. Okay, so a fight of 4. I will boost that.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll roll 2 dice and add 4 to it.
Eek.
8.
So 8. Now I am defensive 8. So hey, I pass.
There you go. She should really be punching you in the face, shooting you, not.
Yep.
Ah, okay. I could potentially do one martial arts fight against each model in base contact.
Oh yeah, well there you go. All right, Dave, come at me. So that's her move.
Oh, okay. I can move 2 inches afterwards, but I don't see the
cool.
point. Okay.
So Dave, you are strike 8 with the martial arts.
I was looking at the base fight stat. Well played. That's a good lesson for me. Thank you. All right.
So do you want to re-roll that?
No, let's
Okay.
just pretend I rolled rubbish.
Okay.
And
All right.
and I will be much better at remembering.
Okay. I was like, that can't be right. Attack 4? How?
It cancels out you forgetting to even activate her in the first
there we
turn.
go.
Okay.
Thank you, Zara.
All right. Let's use the thunder drum. The corporal was using that. He's got that. It's a free move activation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this is a gadget card,
Yep, it's a gadget card.
and it says that models within range gain 1 free move action, and it costs 1 plot point to use, which you spent.
Just paid.
And yeah.
All right. Now I will activate the corporal and his unit.
Mm-hmm. Now the corporal does not benefit from the gadget card.
True. Well played. Doesn't matter. They're still 6 inches.
Mm-hmm.
So the corporal activates, catches up. But these 4 guys are going to shoot. So they'll take turns shooting at that squad that's standing around doing nothing. Actually, they'll take turns shooting at those guys.
Double
Over
there.
there.
So who's shooting at what?
We'll just start because we'll figure we'll work our way there. If I
And are
run out
you
of targets,
shooting
I'll switch over
the
there.
shock trooper, or are you
Yeah,
shooting...
the guy in front. Yeah.
All right, the shock trooper. Go.
Yep.
So I'm defense 9.
Okay, defense 9, and the privates with their SMGs are 7s. Okay.
All right.
All right. So first guy shoots. That is a 12.
I'm going to spend, so I roll 2 dice. So I need to get a 13 with a 9, so I need 4s. 5, got it.
All right. Let's play that game again. That's rubbish that time.
Mm-hmm. So what is your...
That's only an 8 in total.
So I'm 9 total, so it doesn't matter.
Dude number 3,
Mm-hmm.
4 is back to, it's an 11.
So I'm going to spend a plot point again, and I'm going to roll. So I'm a 9. 9 and 3 is 12. That is not going to do it, is it?
Okay.
No, I don't know. You were plus what?
Plus 7. So I was only on 11 that time.
Oh, cool. So I did beat
Yeah.
you.
These all, technically these guys all got a shot each too.
So 11.
So yeah, that's 11 again.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're working that through, so they got 2 shots each. So that's the 4 shots. That's 2 from him, 2 from him.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're up to this dude.
Oh, man. Just
I
that
could do
thunder
it again.
drum moving
I
up.
go through 9. They're shooting.
No. So hold on. I have to. So I ignore the 9, but I still have to deal with the other one. So I just pulled a plot point. So I'm going to spend. So I need to beat an 11.
Yep.
So easy.
And the last dude. God, they're shooting rubbish
Thank God.
because that's only a 9 as
Yep,
well.
and I don't care.
So-
And I don't care. Ah.
All right, so they've really got to. I've got to pay.
So red pants are good.
Yes.
So I've got to
Black
pay.
vests are
I've got
good.
to pay points to
Yeah.
boost their shooting.
Yeah,
That's
and if
the
you're a
message.
fan of the V television show, the guys in the black vests, and in the final battle they started wearing body armor, which is that is, and there was
Yep.
an entire battle where the resistance got cleaned up because they couldn't kill anyone because their bullets just bounced off, which is exactly what just happened. Yes.
Well,
Love
that's
playing
at least. All right, so we'll activate the action hero.
Mm-hmm.
She'll activate. She gets a free activation.
Mm-hmm.
We'll move to there
Yep.
and shoot with her pistol.
So who is she shooting at? The ruthless lieutenant or the shock trooper?
The ruthless lieutenant.
All right. He's also wearing the body armor, so he's defense 9 as well.
Okay. So this is the dependable deputy. Plus 7 as well.
And you're not doing
and
8 shots.
He moved, so he can't.
the other one was a bonus move because of the
Mhm.
gadget. Okay, maybe
So
good to
let's
have
see
around.
see what's going on here. So Dave's sidekick is shooting at my ruthless lieutenant.
Yeah. All right. Same story. So 5 and 7 is 12.
12. I
you
am
need
gonna
threes.
burn another cast point. I'm gonna use a plot point, I should say. I'm using all the plot points that you just gave me, and I'm gonna add them up. So I'm a 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. So
14,
I
that's
survive.
fine. Okay. And the leader's activation.
Mhm.
Now, I'm looking at this here and it's saying that the defender rolls first and then the.
Well, it's my turn, and we took a quick break there to quickly discuss. So this goes to my side of the board. To quickly discuss what we were talking about as far as the order of operations of shooting. I don't know how we got that backwards, but the defender rolls first, and then the attacker goes, and that gives it a more narrative feel because. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
direct-
it's just the race memory of 40k.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you get
In
to-
other games.
you get to direct the story that way, right? So I
Exactly.
invest in protecting my hero, or I invest in
Flip a
knocking
card.
off the
Right.
hero. Yeah. Page 23. if you're playing at
Correct.
home.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. So I've done my star and co-star plot points. I have the 2 stormtroopers. That's 1. I have those 2. That's 1. I have those 2. That's 1. And I have my shiftless
Are
layabout.
they still not activated?
We'll see. We shall see. I might just keep my technician laying on the ground the whole time. She's ducking for cover until she's needed. So I need to flip a cliffhanger card. And it's a chase sequence. I can choose up to 3 extras in my cast that are not under status or knocked down. Damn it, laying down. Each of these models can immediately move up to 3 inches towards any opposing star or co-star models. So,
I'm going to run forward.
whew. So I'm going to run up this little guy.
Who are you running towards?
So I'm running towards that
The
co-star.
Avenging Angel.
The Avenging
Oh, the
Angel.
Avenger, not the slave girl.
No.
Well, it's got to be an opposing.
Yeah.
So that's the only one I'm going to move forward because I don't think I want to be any closer to an action hero than I have to be.
Oh, come on.
No, Dave, I'm not a smart man and I'm making kind of mistakes here, but I'm not that dumb. All right, so for my turn, first things first, Diana is going to activate.
Yep.
And I am going to take that objective.
Yep.
Because, my God, do I need to. Because you have 3 now, so you are in the lead. So no matter what, I have got to defend
You've got
that.
2 though, haven't you?
I've got 2, you've got 3.
Yeah.
So whoever, if I keep the very important person, I win. If you kill a very important person, problems. And this is the last part of Act 1. So we're about to go to start flipping the cards for Act 2. So I kind of got to make this work.
The other way is to get my cast axed.
That's true, which I might have to do anyway. I am going to use my teleporter ring, and because I was not smart, I'm going to spend 1. I do have to spend another 1 to... So I'm going to activate my spy.
So that doesn't trigger a free attack from me as you
Nope,
go.
because I can do it even if... Yep,
Cool.
it's a free getaway.
Nice.
So I'm going to do this, and I can move her 12. But then she's done.
You could get to cover if you wanted. Oh no, you're going to push forwards.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'll take the marksman out.
Mm-hmm. Son of a... So I'm going to go there. And just make sure I'm not cheating. I am not cheating. So she's done for this turn. Okay. So Diana's gone. Oh, I should move.
She's got 1 more action point if
She
you want.
does. And I am going to move her there. Now, I am going to stand and shoot with my shock trooper on your nun. So that's another one. Now, the shock trooper's got the laser rifle, which is deadly, and I was hoping had
So has he moved
shoot
yet?
twice. Nope.
And he's got 2 actions?
Yep.
So you can spend 1 action aiming.
Which is what I'm going to do. So he's +1, and because it's deadly, I get to roll 2 dice. So, Dave, I am...
So I'm defender.
So you go first. Sorry, I'm doing this out of order again.
So
So I'm
defensive 9.
+7, and I roll 2 dice +1. So I'm basically 8 rolling 2 dice.
Oh, bother. I get extra dice in defense if it's a fight. Okay.
Yeah, which is why I'm not fighting you.
All right. 2 and 9 is 11.
11. All right. I'm going to try and take a point of health from you, my good man. So I am an 8 plus 4 is 12.
All right. So I take a wound.
Yes, you do.
She got 1 left.
Sweet. And that was the 1 shot, and I do not have the 2-shot rule. So I'm going to... Oh, I aimed. So that's my other activation. Now, for my next trick, I'm going to spend 1 to activate this basic trooper. Now,
That counts as a status too, isn't it? So
it's what?
a wound?
No.
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 Oh, so it's not like weakened or...
Right.
On
Now,
fire,
can I
knocked
pre-measure before?
Yes, I think you can.
I'm pretty sure you can. So, as much as I'd love to take a shot, ooh, I can take a shot. So I'm going to take a shot at your nun, and I'm going to do the exact same thing, except I'm not going to aim. So I am +7, Dave, but I roll 2 dice. Oh,
Alright, so that is 15.
yeah, I can't get that. So with my other one, I'm just going to run over here and protect my very important person. So that's his other activation.
Yep.
Now, I am going to spend 1 to stand up my tech person. They don't have a weapon, and they're going to run over here. Actually, that doesn't make sense, does it?
No, you have to be within range. Okay, yeah.
Yep. So I'm going to move her up. I can't do anything over here, so that just leaves these guys.
You can exit, or you can exit a vehicle. Doesn't cost.
No, because they had
That's
the
just
yeah.
terrain.
they had the
Thank
card
you.
effect.
Okay.
Now I am going to use. I'm going to spend 2. So I'm going to use 1 to activate my lieutenant, the ruthless visitor youth leader, and then he is going to spend 2 to use a card, and I'm going to use the paralyzer ray. Now what that does is it's range 12, and it's strike +6.
Is that a gadget?
It is a gadget,
So
so
you don't need to. It's a free action to use a gadget.
but I still have to
So you still
activate
have
the
to
person.
pay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I still get to do his other stuff. A non-vehicle model successfully struck with this attack cannot activate when it's next on screen. So I'm going to try and prevent your action hero from activating. You are up.
All right.
Now I'm +6. So this is probably stupid because you're probably defense lots.
All right, defense 10.
Oh.
So that's a 13.
I can't, unless I dumped a ton of extra points. Yeah, so that was a waste. I shouldn't have done that. Oopsie. Now, that is the only attack I'm allowed to make, but I do have the leader rule. So I can have 1 other friendly model activate. It'll be this guy. I guess I do have enemy of the state, so I get +1 strike rolls made against opposing
Star.
models. So
All,
if I
all
roll
models or just the star?
star or close star.
Right.
So I actually, if I roll a 6, I can wound your, and I rolled a 4. So no. Oh well. So that isn't gonna happen. So that was a big waste. Now I am gonna fire. I really don't want to deal with your action hero. I could have spent military training, but I probably should keep those to defend. So I guess what I'm going to have to do then is maybe move him over here. Just move him around. That's his activation. Now, Dave, my shock trooper is going to aim and shoot at your sidekick.
Yep.
So that is going to be
Defensive 9.
Mm-hmm.
Or out in the open from there. 5 and 9 is 14.
So I'm 8 because I'm normally 7 plus 1, and then roll these 2. So
4 and 8 is 12. Not good enough.
not good enough. And that's me. So that's my turn, sir. So goes to you.
Cool. All right. Get some plot points together.
Yep. And while you're doing that, I will read the cliffhanger
Action
card.
hero, co-stars. 1, 2, 3 more. Alright.
So you
what's the
have
cliffhanger?
a body double, which means you can immediately transfer 1 point of existing damage on any non-vehicle model, so your none, onto any other friendly non-vehicle model.
Oh, okay. Well,
Are Autobots vehicle models?
If we had Autobots, then yes.
the corporal can take the hit.
Does he have 2 wounds?
Yes.
Jerk. Alright, go ahead.
These cards are really helping me this game.
Yeah, I know, they're not helping me at all. Ugh.
It's great the way they make the story though.
Yeah, they really do.
Okay.
A teleport ring.
Yeah, this really does kind of feel
Yeah,
like V.
yeah.
Like I'm really,
Let's start with activating the squad, the corporal and his leadership.
Mm-hmm.
That's a point. So the squad, that guy's still within 6 inches. Yep. That guy's not quite. Okay. And we will go 6 inches that way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I shouldn't be moving all of these guys, should I? They just activate together.
So if you paid 1 for your corporal, then they all
Yeah, but I'm
activate,
just
right?
thinking, but do you go through all their...
I think you just move them all and
time.
then...
Oh, okay, right.
Just to make it simple, let's just do
Yep.
it that way.
Sure. All right, so they've all moved. That's 1 point. So with the second point,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm 12 inches away, and I am,
Mm-hmm.
that squatty pulls out, Ensign Redshirt pulls out the X-ray gun.
Clearly some visitor technology that your filthy
Yes, I've stolen.
rebels have
Filthy
stolen.
Yes, I've stolen...
Rebel scum.
Rebel scum crossing.
Stolen the X-ray gun because I choose a target model within 12 inches and line of sight. Oh, he's not in line of sight.
Yeah.
Ah!
You need to blow
Yeah.
up the dumpster. You need the disintegrator ray.
You
then
do.
the X-ray.
Oh, that's not good. Bother. Oh, okay, that's not going to work. Oh, well.
So you're not going to do that?
Yeah, it's all right. They will just shoot. Let's put some suppression fire this way.
Okay.
All right. I'm just going to have to make it happen. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, first dude shoots at Diana.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it might be best to shoot at the guy standing next to Diana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, looking, and you'll get soft cover, so that's a plus for
1
you.
to me.
Just a note around statuses.
Mm-hmm.
Model. So if you say you knock somebody down or something,
Yeah.
model can only have each status once.
Right.
If they get the same status there again,
They're removed.
they keep the status and lose 1
Take a
health.
wound. Yeah.
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 So
You can pile on.
we usually have plebs who are getting beaten up like that, so that's why I was saying removed. So Diana, you're swinging at Diana?
No, dude next to.
So dude next to Diana still gets cover though, light cover, and he's defense 9, so he jumps up to defense 10.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 3, so 13.
All right. So I am plus 7 with the rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Pay the point, so it's plus 8.
So you got 12.
12, 13, not good enough.
No.
Okay.
You can have multiple dice. You
We'll
don't have to
report
add
that
one.
again. Yeah, I know. But that
So
costs.
I'm 13.
Okay. 12 again.
12 again.
All right. Yeah, there's 3 more guys. All right.
So I'm 13.
13 is another point.
Nope. Yes. Burn those flat points.
1 more.
Mm-hmm.
You
Damn it, 11.
11. Okay.
Oh,
it's
no.
9 plus 8. Oh, 10.
Yes!
What military did you train with?
Filthy gorillas. They don't know how to
501st.
shoot, probably. Exactly. I thought visitors had bad shooting. This is ridiculous.
No, you got double red.
Yeah.
The red pants.
Yeah, the red pants. Well, he's
Yeah.
wearing a black vest. Again, he's wearing the body armor, so he's bulletproof, just like in the TV show.
All right. Angel of Justice activates
Mm-hmm.
and charges.
No. Are you charging Diana?
Nah, the lieutenant.
So the shock trooper.
Oh, actually, no. Let's go for gold. Go for gold.
Mm-hmm.
Because she'll be a beast, won't she?
Maybe. So come at me, Dave. Or I guess I go first.
Yeah.
So I am defense 9. So 13.
18. Okay, I am plus 8.
That's right.
10. Okay, nothing.
Nothing.
Ay, ay, ay. Activate the action hero.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the bonus for her. Look, you might as well just charge.
Ugh. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. Again, I'm 9. Ooh, only 11. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, because he's plus 10.
Ooh.
So 14.
14. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's him.
That's him. And then she activates as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just take 2 shots at this bloke.
Yep.
Because the
Now you can't shoot twice in a turn, but
I
can you
do
shoot and then
have 2
attack?
shots.
Oh, you do.
Yeah,
But can that? Okay.
because she's got a pistol, which is 2 shots.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Oh, so she does. Yeah.
Yeah, so she does. Yeah. So yeah, so his activation was to charge and punching you, and then now the dependable deputy is using a pistol with plus 7.
Mm-hmm.
So shot number 1.
So I go first.
Yep.
So I got a 1, and I'm 9. So I go to 10.
10. All right. I'm plus 7 with a pistol.
Now I'm pretty sure this means, I have to put down the plot point before I roll, don't I? Yeah. So I can't do that. So go ahead.
6. So that is 13. 12.
So that's a wound.
13.
Yep. So I take a wound.
And that's shot number 1.
Yep.
Did you want to spend plot point 2?
Yeah.
for extra?
I'm gonna to defend on the second one. I'm gonna spend a plot point. So yeah, I'm 6 plus 9. I'm 15.
15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm plus 7. Yeah, I can't hurt you.
Thank goodness.
All right, and that is the end of my.
If you got no
and the
plot
marks.
points left.
Yep.
I've got 1 plot point.
Yeah,
Let's get the marksman into the game.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll.
Do we have to?
Isn't he tired?
Yeah. Seriously.
He's only had 1 shot so far.
That's tiring. Aiming.
Well, he's not aiming. He's just using his rifle now to shoot his run up, and so he can't aim or anything. So it's plus 9. I'll shoot at this dude.
Yep. Do it.
Did you want to defend?
So wait, at this guy?
Yeah.
Can you see around that hedge? Oh, he moved. Sorry. He moved. My bad. I am definitely going to spend my last plot point to defend. So I'm a 9. Oh, God, that stinks. So I'm 11.
11. So I'm plus 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 10.
Yes! Oh, my God! Whew. Saved! Saved. Now we're going to move to Act 2. So, Act 2. I'm going to... So I've already put my plot points down. And I'm going to flip the card. So, firing blanks. The models in base contact with hard or soft cover may make a free shoot attack at -1 strike. So hold on. Models in base contact with hard or soft cover make a free shoot attack at -1.
So everybody who's touching terrain gets to shoot if they want.
Gets a free shot.
Yeah.
Now.
That's the way I'd read it.
Okay.
On your side, not your side.
Yeah, I'm not shooting. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So these three, obviously. So I'll take the 2 trooper shots.
Can't see them in there.
Oh yeah, what do you know? You can't see. Ah. Oops. Wow, that got interesting real fast.
That's this camera.
Why did that all of a sudden do that? Ah, that would be why. Technical difficulties. Don't mind me. All right, Dave, I'm going to shoot these guys on him. I'm going to start with 1 trooper holding the pistol out. So you need to make your defense roll first.
All right, these are the army dudes.
Yeah.
I have defense of 8. I've got no points, so that's an 11.
It's an 11. Now I have deadly, so I roll 2 dice, and I am +7. So 13. Splat.
Ensign red shirt gone.
And but it's 1 less, so it's 12. But that still does it. Okay. Because these are the free shots, not their actual moves. John is going to take his shot. He is an alien war leader. He's the same as everyone else, though, shooting wise. I'm going to shoot at this guy, who's also easily within 12. But you get light cover. So I'm -1, you're +1. So roll a die. Yeah, I can't do that, so
14.
can't hurt you. And then my last one will also be +1 for you, -1 for me.
Okay.
Ooh, there we go.
That's an 8 + 1 is 9.
And I am 7 + 1. Whoops, nothing. I guess I go to -1, so I'm even less. Don't worry about it. All right, and then I guess so. We're not in base to base, so I can shoot you. So these 2 are going to shoot. Stormtrooper or Shock Trooper is going to fire. It is again +7, but -1 because that's what the card says. So you need to roll defense.
Okay. This is the Angel of Justice, so she's coming off a 9, so that's 14.
14. I don't think I can't hurt you. And then my natural leader is going to do the same thing. So off you go.
And that is a 13.
13. Again, I can't hurt you. So that's that. So now it's my turn.
Then now you have plot points.
Now I have plot points. All right. Well, Dave. Your action hero is really bumming me out. So I'm going to have to do something about that because I get the distinct feeling that my ruthless lieutenant, my visitor youth leader, is going to be in trouble in a second. So I'm going to spend 1 to activate him. And I'm going to spend another 1 for Enemy of the State. It means that I get +1 rolls against your star and co-star. And I'm going to... Do I want to shoot?
Is that a star quality, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can capture you, but I don't reckon my chances on that one. So instead, I'm just going to shoot you twice. What can I say?
We don't want to question him.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I also have military precision, so I'm going to give him +1. Now, that means that I am +2, so I'm 9
All right.
to my attack roll.
So I'm coming off a 10,
Mm-hmm.
a 2. I'm going to choose his re-roll.
Okay.
You can re-roll 1 die per turn. A 3, so I've got a 13.
Ooh, this is bad.
Now,
So
if you hadn't
I'm
spent,
9.
if you'd reserved plot points, you could have used them now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is why I...
But I got
also-
all
yeah,
excited.
yeah,
and
yeah.
So I'm
I
spending
thought-
14. So I'm... so I need a 4, I should say. Because I'm 9.
Oh!
5! Boom! That's 1. Now I'm going to spend my second plot point because that's only once per
He's
shot.
got 3 health, so he's on 2 now.
Alright, so roll your defense again and hopefully you roll a 1 or a 2. Yes.
Just
Okay.
like that.
Just like that. So I need to roll.
Oh!
Oh man, that was brilliant. I don't think I've ever been happier with my Ruthless Lieutenant in my life. So there, done. Boom, so that's him. He took the 2 shots, spent me 4 plot points, but I did 2 wounds to your star. Probably not good return, but you know, what the hey. I'm going to spend 1 to activate my alien trooper. He's going to move up. And I'm going to take the shot. So, I am within 12. I have deadly. So roll your dice, Dave.
My defense is 7.
Mm-hmm.
Is a 10.
A 10. So I need to get an 11 with 2 dice.
So defense is 8, so I'm 11.
So I need a 12. And I am plus 7. So I won't do it. It's worth a try. Alright, so gone. Now these guys. Now I'm going to spend 1 to activate John. And then I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. These guys are going to all aim and shoot. So I got a firing line of visitors here firing at these guys. So Dave, I'm going to fire here. I'm plus 1 to hit, and you're plus 1 defense.
Okay, so that is plus, so I know 9 plus whatever I roll. 10.
So you have a 10.
Yep.
And I need to beat 10. So I got a 6, so that's him. My next one is going to fire at that guy, so go ahead.
Ooh, it's getting scary.
Doing some damage.
Not better. That's where's your seeking cover? No, so I'm plus 8. So,
You would definitely get cover.
from the angle you're on.
So that's why I was
so
saying
plus
you're
9,
plus
so I'm
1.
14.
And I am not going to do that. So you got it?
Yeah. All right.
I should roll 2 dice, but that's all right. And your last one?
Would plus 1 make it work?
No.
4 and 8 is 12.
So 12, and then I roll 2 dice. So I am plus 1 for aiming, 7, 11, 12. So I meet you, but I don't exceed you.
That's good enough.
That's good enough, isn't it?
Yeah. So that'll do it. Boom.
Ooh.
That'll do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm nearly down to half.
You are nearly down to half. Now I am going to... That marksman's really bumming me out. So I'm going to... Okay. I'm going to move the Femme Fatale. So she basically goes to the back of the Jeep. And is she within 4? Dave, can you tell me, is she within 4? I don't think so, but it's worth asking. Because I can seduce you.
Oh, no, because my base is your base is touching my foot, so
Okay,
I don't
well,
know.
that's fine. Because I just realized that I can move a second time. And because it's a free action, I can now seduce you.
Okay,
So,
that makes me stunned.
you gain the weakened status
Weakened
immediately.
status.
And if you double weakness him,
Mm-hmm. Then he's gone. You gone weak in the knees as the slave girls run up. And while that's happening, Diana is going to take a swing at you. This weapon 6. So were you attacking Diana or that trooper?
Where's Diana?
It was Diana. So I'm not gonna try and. So I guess I'll just fight. So I'm gonna take a swing at you. You go
Defense
first.
9. Okay, so that's a 12.
I am not great. So I'm gonna give an extra dice. So 4 plus 7 is 4 plus 8, 12.
12. Oh, that's good enough for a wound.
So you are weakened.
I'm weakened.
Mm-hmm. So Rob, what does weakened do?
Weakened is simply a status
Mhm.
and means that you only have one action when activated.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you act as normal.
That's unfortunate. I was hoping that it would give me a bonus when my pleb was going to try and hit her, which is what he's about to do. So,
Oh, hang on. For every status,
he gets -1
yeah,
defense.
but I think there's only certain statuses.
Yeah, no, it's one of them.
Yeah, it is one of those though. So my stormtrooper is going to take a swing at you.
All right, so she is only plus 8
Mm-hmm.
instead of +9 because
Yep.
of the weekend. +8 is 13.
13. So I'm going to spend another one on my attack. So I am. Did I spend one to activate my stormtrooper to start with? I'm not sure if just in case I didn't. I don't think this is going to do much of anything, but it's only +5. Yeah, 6 + 5 is 11. So yeah, no,
Yeah,
you're way more than that. So nothing.
13. Yeah.
All right. Probably shouldn't have spent the extra dice there. Oh well, and I believe that is me. So yeah, I'm up, Dave.
All right.
Yeah.
Flip 2 cards, please.
Flip 2 cards. Ugh. So we're gonna speed up now. When you do that, I get 2. Is that right? 2 plot points.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yep. Correct. Now, so flip it up, and it's never work with animals. Until the start of your next turn, all animals in your cast count as part of your opponent's cast. If you have no animals in your cast, gain 1 plot point. So you gain a plot point.
Both sides get 2 plot points.
So you get 2
during the
bonus.
cliffhanger phase if you play 2 cards.
Ooh.
Well,
Yeah.
No, we're not in the cliffhanger.
We are now.
Oh, because one of them was pushed into the cliffhanger.
Well, because it was the 2 no, it's the cliffhanger phase. So yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, but now we're down to cliffhanger finale cards.
Right. Okay.
Sorry.
Cool. And let's see. Action Jackson's 2.
So you're shortening the game.
Yes, because I'm ahead, so I don't. But I'm taking a pasting, so I'm at risk of getting axed. So my idea here is to speed things up. And then extras. I'm down to 3 extras, which is 2 plot points.
Now you are ahead, but I win if you don't kill the VIP. Because he's worth 2, right?
He's worth. Yeah, I'm on 3. You're on 2.
2.
Oh,
So at the
but you-
moment, I have 4.
You're on
And you
4.
have 3.
Ah, dang.
FYI. Which is why I was confused when you started burning extra stuff.
Yeah, I had the maths backwards in my head. All right.
Gaffer tape.
Yeah.
It's a bit soon to start flipping the table, especially. when
Yeah,
you're
exactly. And I keep throwing things on the floor. It's alright. It's alright, guys. I can break cameras. That's what I do. This is a truly professional operation.
Okay.
What are you going to do, Dave?
I'm going to activate the nun.
Mm-hmm.
She's using her vibro resonator.
What?
Say that
Sounding a
carefully.
little dodgy, Dave.
Lucky she remembered to put it on today, because it's removed the dominated, stunned, and weakened statuses from this model.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Alright. So she's alright again.
Mm-hmm.
And then with her activation,
Mhm.
she'll just jump in the middle of you two.
Because she has martial arts, doesn't she?
Yeah, and
Oh.
she can spend a point, which she does, to
Mm-hmm.
do roundhouse. Yeah, which is one make martial arts fight against each model that I'm in base contact with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, so my attack is 8. Let's start with Diana.
Defender rolls.
Yep, defender rolls.
So Diana is, I was just looking this up, defense 10. Now, if you hold that thought, once per turn I get to re-roll 1 dice. I don't really like a 2, so given that you're a martial arts expert, so I'm going to roll that again. And it goes to a 2. I knew it would do that.
So you are 12.
I am 12.
Okay, I need a 3 or better because I'm +9. 2.
2. That's not going
Fails
to
a
do it.
hit. And now the other dude.
Mm-hmm.
Your defense roll.
So, and you're going to strike both people. Okay.
Yes.
So he is 9. I'm actually going to spend a plot point, and I'm going to see what I can do. So 15.
15. All right. So I'm a 9.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 9.
Oh no! 15.
15.
Damn
How
it.
many wounds has he got?
He's 1. You cacked him.
All right. I'll take him out.
Ah. That's bad.
All right.
What you gonna do, Dave?
Are we 6 inches away? Oh, we are.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So we'll activate the corporal, and we'll activate the unit,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll come back this way.
She does have 2 wounds, and she is defensive 8.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1 move. 2 moves.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be enough for 1 shot each. Alright.
Now, Dave, do you want to know? So she has got a rule called double indemnity.
Mhm.
And I just realized this, that I get +1 victory point if this model is removed from play by an enemy model. So you can redo that if you want. Sorry about that.
If
So-
you kill your lead character,
If he kills my seductress, I get +1 victory points at the end of the game. Which makes me a terrible person.
if you kill Leah in the bikini,
Mm-hmm.
Jabba gets a point.
That's right. Salacious B. Crumb gets the point,
B. Crumb,
actually.
yes.
Yes, B. Crumb.
Oh man. That does change things slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Does there need to be a part in this game where you get to read the other player's cast?
Well,
Bio or something?
I don't think we're playing trying to keep secrets. I think you are upfront with what you're playing.
Yeah.
Now, Dave, can I remind you that you still haven't used the ability where you can spend 2 pop points to get any of my models just about to activate?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Or to do one thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so that's during your turn where I'd spend
No,
the
it's
points.
your point.
Oh, okay.
Your turn.
Cool. I had completely forgotten about that.
During their turn. Just making sure you remember that.
Oh man. So these guys,
Basically, if they're wearing a red suit for the most part.
yeah,
Except for my big cast members.
right. All right. So we are. Oh man, that double thing that changes that, doesn't it?
Yep.
Uh,
You can move them back. Yeah, go
well,
for it,
so,
please.
So
I wasn't trying to pull a dodgy.
they'll activate
Mhm.
anyway, but perhaps.
And you
they'll-
paid to activate them?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's
Yep,
points
just
and
checking.
the point for the squad, so I haven't taken those back.
Mhm.
They'll move up to there, and he might jog out here as well.
Now, weakened, he only gets that one.
That
point.
1 point, so
Okay.
he's not shooting, but these other guys have got an action point each, so they will both shoot at this guy.
They're going to shoot at my lieutenant.
Yep.
All right, Ruthless Lieutenant. He's
So
down
the
to 1, so I
corporal,
roll
1
defense.
shot, yep.
Well, so I'm defense 9. Oh, God. That's not good. 11.
Alright, so I'm coming off a +7, so a 4 or better. 6, so that's a wound.
Mm-hmm. So, as much as I would like to say I've done something cool, I can't. And I can normally allocate damage onto other people, but you killed the guy that I was going to allocate the damage on. So,
So there's
he's
no one.
gone.
Oh, there's no one close enough to do it.
Yeah.
Is he-
Oh, there is! Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Now
I
the
forgot
other
that they
guy
were
will
there.
have his shot as well
Yep.
onto the same lieutenant.
Yep. Fantastic. Let's see. 9. I'm going to spend an extra plot point because I am not risking that again. I need that lieutenant. So I got a 6 and a 5. So I'm 6 plus the lieutenant, who is 9. So that becomes 15.
15.
And then that is over 4. So that goes to 16.
16. All right. I am +7, so yeah, my rifle shot can't hurt you.
Mhm.
But we
Unless you
will
spend
pay
all
the
of
2
your-
points. And can I activate this dude over here?
Yes.
All right. And he can turn and shoot your VIP. Which I should have done days ago.
I was wondering, which is why I reminded you, because I just realized, shoot, which is why I kind of moved him out and was going to start moving him out even further. I like to backstab myself. This is very V, by the way. I cannot believe. So, you roll for my guy. I'm going to spend a plot point on defense.
Yeah.
Now, this is bad. So I'm 7. I'm defense 7, which is crappy. So I rolled an 11.
Okay. And what's my
And
attack?
you are, this is gonna hurt. You get 2 shots. So it's, sorry, 1 shot, but 2 dice. It's deadly, and it's plus 7. So I have an 11.
11. All right. So I need
A 5.
5.
6! Oh, you jerk! Boom!
Let's put it up here with the victory points.
Oh, you're a terrible person.
So what are we now? 4, 5,
5.
5.
5, 4.
No,
5-3?
5-2.
5, 2.
I can't win. Dave's got me. I cannot believe I made that
You
mistake.
could axe him.
But even if I axe you, Dave, the game ends, right? The person who has the most...
Axing just
Axing-
means I stopped getting
Yeah.
plot points and stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, axing means that game's over, but you
Is
win.
it? No, I thought when you axe, you just don't accrue plot points and stuff. I think you're pretty stuffed though.
Yeah, but you still have the victory points. I literally cannot beat you at this point.
Do I get 2 for 1 if I activate? Yes, I do. That's 6 inches. So my action hero that's standing around out in the middle of nowhere activates, and he is going to move back behind this tank over here.
So axing is a +1 to victory point. It's +1 victory point.
Okay.
But and if you have no models left in play, it's +2 victory points.
Okay, yeah.
And for every enemy star and co-star removed from play, it's +1 victory points. And for each enemy star and co-star with 1 or more statuses is +1. So that I do have a chance. I'm not out of it. But I was thinking it was looking pretty bad.
Where did you read that? Is that...
It's in the epilogue section.
Okay, right.
All right. So paid the point to activate him, which activates both of them because 6 inches. I really don't want to lose him, so he is going to be slightly less than heroic and run over here.
Yep.
But she's going to use both her activations. Can I see her? Yeah, but you can get cover.
It's
Around
a
the
risky
corner.
shot, isn't it, or something?
So +1.
Yeah.
So I'm on my lieutenant, yeah?
Yep.
So first one, I'll spend a plot point. Golly. That is 3.
Right, all right, so I've got +8 on this first shot. That's a 10, so you're probably all right.
So I am I'm 12.
And the second shot?
Oh man. 12 again.
12 again, all right. 3 and 8 is 11.
Thank
Bugger.
God. Woo! So start
Alright.
sacrificing fools
And-
again.
Even though I'm standing right next to Diana. Oh, bugger, look, I'll just use these points. All right, so I'll activate the nun. And we will thump Diana.
Yeah.
Okay. +8, so she can... No one else in base contact. No, she just hits you with a +8. So yeah, so your defense roll, Diana's defense roll.
I'm just checking my card for anything good. So I'm 10 plus 3, so I'm 13.
13, all right. So I am +8. I need a 5. 5 and 8.
13.
13. So that's a
wound.
wound.
Now, it doesn't do anything else, it's just a wound?
I can give you stunned or knocked down. In fact, I might choose to just knock you down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's knocked down?
Yeah.
Instead?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because I'm not likely to kill you, so I think just slowing you down might be a good idea.
Yeah, probably.
That's the end of my turn.
That's the end of your turn. Alright. I have 1 here, 2 for Diana, 1 for the guy in black who lost me the game, and the technician, and then one more for John and his friend.
Yep.
So I'm feeling definitively not great at this point. Doomsday device. The serial ends at the end of this turn.
Woohoo!
So all players gain D6 plot points plus 2. So I gain... So do we both gain 5? I'm guessing. Alright, so roll to see how many you get, Dave. We both get 5. Perfect.
5.
Plot points?
2.
Plus 2 more.
Four.
For each star or co-star in play in their casts. So,
Plus 2 is for the star or co-star.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So 1, 2, 3. So
You
I
get
get
6.
4 more
Yeah.
because I've already got the other 2.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay.
But don't use the standard rules for gaining plot points in this turn. So, I need to get rid of...
Okay.
I need to get rid of the 2 bonus I gave for the star, the 1 for each co-star,
And your grunt.
and the 2 I had for grunts.
Right.
But you keep any reserves.
But then I have those.
Yep.
Yeah. So if I understand this right, Dave,
Yeah.
you go, then I go. Is that right? And then
well,
the
that was
game's
my
over?
turn. So no, it's just yours, isn't it?
Who drew the card?
I did.
It
Yeah.
was your
So
turn.
it's just
So at the end of this turn, it
Yeah.
says. All right. Well, I got to do some damage then, don't I? So I had a card called Smoky Joe.
oh yeah.
And with this activation, I was going to play it on my VIP, and it meant that no one could see him or shoot him for a while. Unfortunately, I was dumb and left him here because I realized that, that
He's
was...
been turned to smoke.
By the way, this is for Fenton, who said that using these cards meant that my cast was going to turn on itself and was going to lose me the game. Because he did. He was right. Anyway. So, so where are your co-stars? You have a star,
Co-star.
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 Oh, the sidekick's a co-star.
Yeah.
Crud. All right. Are you within 6? You are.
I am.
So, the Femme Fatale is going to activate, and she's going to spend one called Weak in the Knees.
So he's gone.
No.
Well,
Weak.
two
Yeah, but
weakens.
it's not
Oh, it's different.
It's different. It means that you're -2 defense for the rest of this turn.
But you also get +1 victory point for each status that's on each star or co-star.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's an extra.
Which is why, but he's an extra, sadly. All right. Why I'm spending plot points to kill an extra at this point, I don't know. Oh, so I can axe you.
You'll cause me to be axed, yeah.
Yeah. So, for my first move, I'm going to...
Did you want to do anything else?
yeah. So I'm going to aim and shoot.
Mhm.
So, you defense.
You
With
should
an
have
extra
one
-2.
swan wave rather than aim and shoot.
I was thinking about it, but I have a Derringer hidden in an inappropriate place according to this card.
So my
I'm gonna
defense
use
is
that.
currently +7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll spend a couple of plot points. So I'll roll 3 dice.
Oof. Yeah.
7, 8, and 6. Because I'm
Yep.
Yeah.
So 14.
14.
So 14. And I have an 8. Becomes a 9 because I aimed. I'm going to spend an extra dice. Sorry, a plot point. I don't know why I'm burning so many plot points to kill this marksman. Now, is the fact that you're weakened... Oh, that's just 1. Oh.
Whoa.
That'll
6,
do it.
good enough. Yeah, the weekend, that extra widget you had on it did it.
That'll do it. Okay, so
So
that
at the end of this turn, I will
is-
be
you'll be
axed.
axed. So I gotta get creative here. Now my ruthless lieutenant. I am. What is his weapon? So he's got a pistol, and I got 2 shots. which I've used before, and it's 12. Now, I can't shoot through you. That would be really good, but not great.
You get +1 for a status on a co-star. Is the sidekick a co-star or an extra?
Is a co-star. Unfortunately, in order to, the only way I can get a status off is if I am close enough, and I can't do that. So, I'm going to go for the outside shot, so to speak. I'm going to activate. I'm going to move out. And Dave, I'm going to shoot.
Oh, not Action Jackson.
Oh, yeah. The visitor youth leader is going to take his shot. I'm going to... I'm going to spend 1 on military training to make it +1. And I'm going to spend 1 to make it 2 dice.
All right.
So...
I'm going to spend 3. Roll some extra dice.
So hold on, I rolled before you do that.
Yeah.
I need to do before you spend your 3. I need to, because I haven't decided. And then I'm going to spend 1 more to do my hunting enemies. So I'm +2 with 2 dice.
Defense first.
Oh yeah, sorry. Defense first. I got that backwards.
So
But
defense
hang
10.
Hang on. Do you take your plot points back?
So I need to take... I need to take the 1 back for rolling 2 dice. But I've spent the 2 on being +2. So go ahead.
All right. So 1 normal. I've paid for 3 more.
Yep.
All right. What do we got?
Oh, yeah.
16
17,
plus 2
18.
is 18.
17, 18. That's really unfortunate. 18. I'm just gonna... I can't... I shouldn't have... it was worth a try. I can't stop that.
6 plus 2. No.
Yeah. So I can't. So it's wasted. And I'm not going to kill any more plot points on this. However, I'm going to use Radio Watch, which means that I can choose 1 model that is not already activated this turn. This model can activate for free. And I'm going to use it on my Shock Trooper, who is going to... who is not there anymore. So I'm not going to use my Shock Trooper. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to use my Natural Leader. And so Diana is going to...
Who's currently lying down.
Stand up and punch you.
All right.
Yeah. So here we go. I'm going to spend 2... Oh, no, you go ahead. Let's do this right first. So I'm +8. What are you going to do?
I'll just roll my defense.
Mhm.
So she's got 9. She gets 1 extra dice because of judo.
Yep.
Or whatever. There's a skill that gives her that. So 13.
She's 13. Now I'm going to spend 2 extra dice to roll 3 dice. So I'm rolling 3 dice. And I'm adding 8. So what did you have? 12?
13.
13. So 13.
All right, so I take a wound.
No, you don't.
No?
You take a weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Thank goodness.
Because that's worth a point for you.
It is worth a victory point, which is very important.
I should have seen it.
And I'm going to spend a plot point to activate the guy who probably lost me the game.
Put him into the truck dumpster.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Get in the dumpster! I can't believe I did that. What a dummy. And I probably shouldn't be moving up, but I'm going to move up and shoot. So
Looks
defense, yeah, looks good running forward.
All right. So we'll nothing else to do with these. I'll roll some extra dice.
Okay. Just keeping in mind I still have 1 plot point.
Yeah, I got some plot
Okay,
points
there
here.
you
So we're coming off a base of 8 for
Mhm.
a soldier. 8 and 5 is 13, 14, 15.
15. Ouch. So 15, and I don't think I can do anything to that. So I'm gonna roll. Whoops, 2 dice. I got a 5, which makes it 12, and then 13.
All right.
So that doesn't do it, right?
No.
Now I'm gonna spend my last plot point, activate John, and they're gonna shoot. Have I axed you yet? Does this matter? I have axed you.
You have axed me, yeah.
But
that's
I
an end
can't
of
wipe
turn
you
thing.
out.
Yeah.
So I'm done. So that is the end of the turn and the end of the game, correct?
If we read that right.
Yes, we have.
And we've got so
All
many
right.
other rules right.
Exactly. Well, well done, sir. Well done. Thank you. Well, let's total it up, shall we?
Yeah.
So I have 2 plot points, right? And I have axed you.
Did you want to switch to overhead or?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Correct. So maybe I should do this here. I have 2 plot points, and I'm going to use counters for each additional one. So I have the 2 objectives, 2 victory, 1 for axing you, 1 for giving you an additional status, and that is it, unfortunately. You, on the other hand, have 3.
1, 2, 3. Plus the VIP is worth
2.
2.
And so you win the game.
Woo!
And I think that's it. So nicely done, sir.
So the aliens shot themselves in
Yes.
the VIP.
But this is so V, because in V it's all about politics and backstabbing, and there's a 5th column within the visitors that were always trying to
But that is an
undo the
episode.
elements.
Like that is an episode.
That is literally an episode of V, where the resistance looks like it's not going to pull it off, and then there's a last minute alien defector who screws it up for everyone. And that was that. So guys, clearly we got a few rules wrong in that game. But
Too hot to think straight.
so it's brutally hot in Victoria today,
Yeah.
and the air is hazy, and
It's a good time to be inside playing miniatures.
It is. It is a wonderful time to be inside playing with the toy soldiers, and unfortunately there is no air conditioning in this house, so we may have a little bit of a sheen. But Dave, congratulations!
Thank you.
You got me.
Yes, the humans won today.
They did. The Resistance took it out, and how iconic, man! How V
It
is
was
it?
an episode.
It was literally an episode.
It easily have been an episode.
The only thing that needed V for it to be more V was Diana, who had the leader, the inspired leader card, who has a special ability, who can take over an extra and turn it into someone on my cast, which is literally what she would do in the television show, which is why I picked that character card. But the fact that the 5th column actually happened, because that was one of the aspects of the television show, where the visitors had a 5th column running through their organization who were constantly undermining them and helping the resistance. Well, a 5th column has turned around and capped the very important person.
Yeah, I was not winning until you reminded me of that rule, so thank you. 'Cause
Yeah, I
thought,
saw it in
oh, hang on.
Oh.
You're far too honest.
Well, I did tell you before the game, I could have let it go, but
Yeah.
I didn't think that would be...
Good sportsmanship,
Well-
for a friendly game. Yeah.
I mean, it's narrative. And literally, how narrative could that be?
Yeah.
And it was 1 point difference in the end, so
Yeah.
it's yeah.
It was very
Because
close.
both of you at first was just trying to work out victory points, constantly calculating what
Yeah,
can I do?
exactly.
Should I wound? Should I put the status?
What am I doing? Can I get close enough to do that?
Yeah.
I think you definitely got the advantage early on because you were able to get out and grab those victory tokens, and I could have done a much better job of not being a jerk and putting the 5th columnist next to the objective.
How did the sniper go? How did your marksman?
I took one guy down, but then the spy came by and he fell in love, and that was
Yeah.
the end of him there.
That was
so,
hilarious.
Fatal. I had an answer.
Need some extra military training.
Because I was thinking
No
I'll just
resistance.
turn around and hose her off, and then you
Yeah,
reminded me
should
of
have
that
done.
other rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
You could do. And hey, if you want to give me victory points,
That's a great spin, isn't it?
Yeah, it
You
is.
shoot the femme fatale and they get a victory point.
And I think that's also a nice illustration of why it's a good game for telling narrative, but it'd be crap as a competition because
Yeah,
it's just that
exactly.
random stuff going on,
Constantly.
which makes it fun. Yeah.
And the way the dice resolves with the way you test with the attacker and the defender, I can't believe we got that backward in the beginning of the game. Sorry, guys. Just the way that works, it can be a little swingy at times. But
that's the whole thing. Is it's that mechanism in the game. You know, the resource management.
exactly.
Am I going to save up 5-6 plot points so my sniper can take someone out, or am I going to use it now to save my grunt or
Well, this time I was far more conservative, and I kept points for defense, which in the past, as you know, when we played before, I haven't. And you always got the better of me because you were able to do that.
you were
But this
spending
time,
yours more?
yeah, you were playing me, and I was playing you.
Well, I realised up until you reminded me of that rule, I felt I was behind, so I thought I had to be aggressive and get up there and in your face and start killing characters and things. So I mean, you ended up axing me in the end because I was just taking a lot of damage with all those grunts standing around in the open. So I was being very aggressive, which was not my intent. I built a list that I thought I'd be able to stand back off a bit and shoot.
Which is very TV movie.
It is.
Military tactics where they just walk up the middle of the road, or you know, don't use cover.
Yeah, they should be hiding in a rancid sewer, shouldn't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, or staying in their armoured vehicles, or
Well, not the US.
the orbital strike.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just nuke them from orbit. It's the safest way.
It is the safest way. It's the only way to be sure. I did want to take a quick second to say that the visitor shuttle that I used today was 3D printed. It is a beautiful model that was donated to the show by the one and only Peter West, former TO for CanCon. So I have to say a giant thank you, Peter. It is almost done, though it looks all right in this light with this camera. If you get close, you'll still see the white's a little patchy, but that's panel painting white. But
in the TV series, there was a smaller version?
There is a
This
smaller
like the
version.
carrier version.
So this is the shuttle, and I actually Pete also sent me the fighter, which is the same thing minus those
The
three,
middle, right.
and so that's the front and the back stuck together.
Right.
And I do have that ready to prime in the other room. I cleaned it up, but this just took forever to panel paint for today's game. So the next time I play the visitors, I will have the fighter and the shuttle landed, and they did occasionally have like those Jeep Wranglers from the 80s. Painted white with a laser cannon stuck on the back, so I might have to paint one of those up too.
The
Just
original
saying.
technical.
Yes, exactly. I don't know if an original is anything like it, but I'm also very excited to say that today was the first time that we saw the Knights of Dice city terrain that was beautifully sent to the show by Knights of Dice. Their studio painted these buildings, and they are astonishingly good. If you haven't had the chance to check out their website, please do.
Yeah,
check them out.
Knights of Dice stuff's great, and what it not just looks good, but it's built by gamers, so it works.
For
They're really
gamers,
practical.
Yeah.
they're not
Yeah,
just
so like the size of that space there, you can fit a base in, things like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
big fan of Knights of Dice. Good stuff.
Yeah. And yeah, Viv and the guys are so nice too. So if
I
you
like
haven't
the-
had the chance,
I like the graffiti on that other building.
yeah, unfortunately that building is where the camera's currently sitting, so I'm not pulling that one out. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I know I did promise shorter videos, and this has not been it, but we're working on it. There will be some shorter videos coming out in the next couple weeks, but I did want to do another full playthrough of 7TV. As we said on the podcast, I think we both think that this is a criminally underplayed game.
Oh, I'm completely
Yeah.
hooked.
Right?
I'm buying everything now.
It's so good.
No, it's a
It's
fun
just
game.
tremendous.
It's
Just the
one of my
cards
top three at the
themselves.
moment.
Yeah.
Just you can sit down and read through the cards.
They're
It's
wonderfully
fun.
tactile, and you can just.
Fabulous.
I'm really enjoying just being able to pull all these little half dozen models that I have had for years and never had an excuse to put them on the
Yeah,
table.
Mhm.
yeah.
It was kind of like I had 3 different resistance warbands going. Oh, which one's going to match?
Yeah,
Paint scheme a
exactly.
bit?
That Dave sent me pictures this week, and I went, wait, you have 3 separate casts for this that are all perfect, and they were all narratively spot on, and it was, fantastic. And then, as Rob said, I often read game stuff before I go to bed every night, and I was flipping through 7TV cards, And my wife was like, that doesn't count as reading. You're not actually reading. Turns out I am. It just happens to be on a card, not in a book.
Is there anything that you couldn't do with it? I mean, you can do westerns. You can do.
We did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one night.
Yeah.
We did Big Trouble in Little China.
We
We've
did.
just done V.
Mhm.
No, I think
We've done G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Mhm.
I think it'd probably be a little bit dull if you just tried to play a straight skirmish game.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. And
fun.
vehicles-
Anything with a bit of wacky, so a bit of Hollywood
I don't
in
think
it.
vehicles. The vehicles are just sort of very basic, but it's not that kind of game.
Well, vehicles are in if you want to play 7TV Apocalypse. We just haven't played that.
Yeah,
And I actually need to
yeah.
get the rules for that because
Yeah.
I have a bunch of the cards, but I don't actually have the set for 7TV Apocalypse.
And it is a smaller space, so it's like
It is.
4 foot, 5 foot, or even smaller.
3x3,
Yeah.
and then you can bulk it out if you want.
Yeah.
Now, there is one. So there is coming soon. I believe either later 2020 or 2021. We're going to get 7TV Fantasy.
Okay.
Okay.
So then I think
Xena.
that answers.
Witcher. It's all,
Spend a coin for your Witcher.
Yep.
On that note, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the game.
A pleasure.
Till next time.
Yep, and thanks for your commentary and assistance. Right?
That's right. And
I had the easy
next
job.
time, yes, next time you'll be the opponent. Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, when you're playing the games that we know and love, I hope your beverages are cold. I hope your dice roll hot. But more than anything else, we hope that you are having fun. Good night.